sealed, even as they had been, would be completed also. You see the white robe again. There is no such a thing as angel with the white robe. So these are the tribulational saints, the martyrs, saints of the first half. It cannot be the church. This is the first half tribulational saints that were martyred under all these things. Why are they saved? Why are they saved? Who evangelized them? The church? They're in heaven.
No, 144.
The 144,000 Jewish evangelists. Beautiful, gentlemen. Because the ecclesiastical Babylon is the persecution of the saints, not evangelizing the saints. There is a religious system right there in the first half, what we call the ecclesiastical Babylon, but they persecute. You don't save. So these guys are saved because of testimony of the 144,000 evangelists. That's all I have to say about the fifth seal. They're clothed in white robe. The reason for this, a white robe, is salvation. And nowhere it says that they should attend the church and seek the spiritual gifts. There is no such a thing. You're in heaven, beloved. If you send them to church right now, you send them to the church of the Laodicean period of time. We don't want to do that. Seal number 6, Revelation chapter 6, 12 to 17. Come, we read that and we close. I looked, and when he broke the sixth seal, there was a great earthquake. Just a sec. I know I'm right. Okay, I will read it because I need to go get my daughter. Exceptionally. 6:12 to 17. I looked when he broke the sixth seal. You see no horse riding, and there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black and sackcloth made of air, and the whole moon became like blood. And the stars of the sky fell to the earth as fig trees cast into unripe figs when shaken by a great wind. The sky was split apart like a scroll when it is rolled up, and every mountain and island were moved out of their places. Then the kings of the earth and the great men and the commanders and the rich and the strong and every slave and free man hid themselves in the caves and among the rocks of the mountains. And they said to the mountains and to the rocks, fall on us and hide us from the presence of him, capital H, who sit on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb. For the great day of their wrath has come, and who is able to stand? There will be earthquake and convulsions on the earth. There will be major earthquake distorting a little bit the surface of the planet, but it will go from mild to heavy again. You will have at that point the second blackout. Read your chart. You've heard there is a blackout prior to the trib, and this is the second blackout, which is in the first half. Notice something. Even unbelievers, they start to recognize that it is the wrath of God without even repenting. What does it tell you? Nobody can come to me unless the Father draws him. It doesn't matter what they see, they will blaspheme God anyway. Yet no turning for them. That was seal number 6. Now if you ask me, François, how come you stop right there? Quite logical. You know the answer to that. Why would I open the seventh seal? Because the seventh seal is way too long, because it has the 7 trumps. Next week, in 2 weeks, I'm going to talk about capital B, the 144 Jews and the worldwide revival. And we go to see the trumpet judgments. The 2 witnesses, the ecclesiastical Babylon. So all in the events of the first half type of thing. So we're not done. Are you okay? Do you have any questions?
Francois, when you were talking about the rape group and that they were the tribulational saints who were martyred, and then you were saying something about the 144,000 evangelists?
Yeah, because the ministry of the 144,000 are in the first half. I should have read before, but I chose to go capital B to talk about them after, because they need to hear the gospel from somewhere. And the ministry of the 144,000 evangelists, it's not of the church age. It's in the first half.
Yeah.
Okay?
Francois?
Yes.
So, Revelation, and you may have said this before, but it's not necessarily written chronologically.
No, it is not. That's why there is, we studied right now the six seals. These are chronological, but there are events where it's impossible to put a chronology on it.
Right.
Okay? The only thing you can do, you can say, oh, it's event towards the middle, towards the end. So far, it's been quite chronological, but I will come to places where, forget it. This is a logical sequence of event, but not a cast in stone chronology.
Right, because the seals are in order, but I noticed that in chapter 7 it talks about the 144. They are actually mentioned in the seals.
Absolutely. You got this one right. So that's why you divide by your Great Tribulation by 2 halves and then 4 quarters to try to place your event in a logical way. And we will face that as we go along and so on. Okay? Beautiful question. One from Vicky here.
The term seal, is in like a booklet or something that's been sealed like a king would do?
She's asking a good question. Give me a sec. She's asking about the word seal. You need to think about a scroll. A seal is like this, and you roll it in the time of the Old Testament. You roll it. My wedding ring is too small. You take the scroll, which is the 7th scroll, and you put a ring on it. And only a person in authority can break the seal. And once you break the seal, it's Hebrew, this is the 7 seals. So that's how. Jeremiah talks about it, the scroll, the flying scroll in Zechariah, and all that kind of stuff. So a seal is like this. You put a seal with pitch, so that if somebody takes the ring out, it's going to be identified. And only Christ was able to break the seal because he's the one that was slain, and so on and so forth. So that's the principle of the seal. That's why I opened the envelope. It's the easiest to understand. That's why I use that language. But think about a scroll. All right, beloved, I need to go and pick up my Sophia because my wife is working right now. Pray for me. I'm going on a trip to California to visit a friend at Bakersfield. I leave on Monday, on Saturday morning, and I will be back with you. So no class next week, and I will keep you posted about the no class on the 11th, and I will keep you posted concerning if we have class on the 18th. Randy, would you shut down the meeting? We're going.